And the Warriors with some changes. Harrison Barnes comes in
got left
for
because
Andre
my TV was
Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. The feed now to Batum for three. And Matthews kicks to Lillard. Batum wide open, he fires. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And to add what you said about Aldridge, the years before his last season, he tended to face up to the basket and Clark shoot over people, which was fine as he was so gifted at.
I think with the change to the Blazers' offensive schemes and just the way the team wanted to approach the season, they needed more of a back-to-the-basket guy, and Aldridge was as dominant as ever stepping into that role, in addition to still being able to knock down that face-up jumper.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games. He's got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today, and just as hot as he was last time out.
Another shot. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Trailblazers up by 12. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Just an amazing game for Matthews. 19 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. One of the stories here, Wesley Matthews getting it done today.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And see, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Steph, Klay, and Dre on the perimeter. Down low, it's Green and Logan. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break. Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved, really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position, rebounding, defense, toughness. They've really established a nice foundation.
Curry outside. Here's Bogut. Tries again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And what hot hands have been coming from the ranks of the small forwards this past month. A look at the leading shooting percentages for those players. Second is Harrison Barnes.
And that tells you about those players' ability to slash through the defense, get to the hoop effectively, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of shooting percentage.
But you also have to have an excellent outside shot, and all of them do it. Small forwards, you have to be reliable from the perimeter as well. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Well, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. A popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens of Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and the fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
And Lillard kicks to Matthews. Back to Lillard.
Oh,
Shot clock at 6.
He's normally a really big threat from long range. Struggling right now. He might need to mix his... up a little bit.
And Portland, one of the smaller markets. They've got the weather situation, a little bit rainy up there. Not a top free agent destination, but great history.
Yeah, and for some players, it can really connect and click. You know, Damian Lillard said that Portland just fits him. It feels like home. And Robin Lopez said, hey, I'm a little bit weird myself. So for players with a bit of renegade or a different approach in their DNA, they fit right in, man.
That's good.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Damian Lillard drafted with the 6th pick back in 2011. That pick, guys, acquired from the Nets in an exchange for Gerald Wallace. Steve, I'd say a pretty good trade for the Blazers.
Yeah, well, remember the Nets were in win-now mode. They were trying to keep Darren Williams happy, so they felt like the trade for Wallace would do that. The Blazers, in turn, I mean, they were rebuilding, and so they found the perfect deal at the right time and ended up drafting the future Rookie of the Year.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Portland leading by 11. It's Matthews on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And Lillard's star is continuing to rise, but, you know, he still thrives on that underdog status. He shrugs off the hype, doesn't really let it affect him. Still looks at himself as the two-star recruit from Weber State, fighting for respect, and it's serving him well as he continues to grow as an NBA player.
And Lillard embracing the humble, grinding persona, but he plays the game with tremendous confidence. An assassin's mentality, and his disposition has really rubbed off on this entire Blazer team.
Back to Matthews. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 6th assist on the night.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Here's Livingston. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. With all that Sean Livingston went through with his horrific injury a few years back, you know, Steve, it's amazing just to see him out there on the floor playing basketball.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live. It was one of the most awful things to see on a basketball court, and I just have so much respect for Livingston, the way he's continued to grind it out and carve out a career for himself. He's become a very, very good player.
Here we can see, Kevin, where the Warriors rank in the NBA right now. First in scoring. First in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
And the first one drops. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Klay Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. And then for the Trailblazers, Jarrell Wright's checked in for Batum. Martin comes in for Wesley Matthews. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. Barton kicks to Wright from outside the arc, and that one's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And with Livingston, you know, he had to adjust the way he played after the injury, but was able to pick things up on the fly as he managed to be a contributor on every team that he's been on since the injury. And I think that says an awful lot about him as a player and as a person.
1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Leonard against Lee. Right for 3.
Oh, he's good.
The Warriors pull it in.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Warriors trail by 12. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Terrell Wright. Myers Leonard is out there with Chris Kaman. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. Warriors shooting around 41% on the night.
Wow, what the?
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Really poor decision on that pass.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Lillard kicks to Matthews. Here's Aldridge. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Green.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see. Well, it's really hard to find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get inside something.
They kick it out to Green. It's Thompson off the drive. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Bogut.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Well, he defended the shot.
Oh my gosh, he didn't get
and
that.
grabbed the board. Nice play.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
One thing that Damian Lillard has made abundantly clear in his first few seasons in the league is that he is a force when the game is in its late stages. Just steps things up in a big way every fourth quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Lee comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
Bang, bang, bang! I'm a piece in the game.
Really
You cannot stop me. Yeah, I'm cocky. Let me rock me, boy. I'm gonna get it done. I'm telling you, I'm number one in the 2K leadership. Boy, you cannot tell me nothing, cause I'm right here.
And that's a nice combination that allows
Got to
him to
get this
perform
in
well late in the
but it's
game.
a dunk, so you know I'm doing my damn thing. You gonna win, you a bitch, I don't give a
throws it
shit,
down.
nigga. Nigga quit on some bitch shit. Nigga quit on some bitch shit though.